What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to our channel. I'm coming at you today from the new Project X at the Rack, which is my home gym here in Robertsdale. It's kind of like a strongman, functional bodybuilding, you know, with some CrossFit movements and things like that. This building's brand new, all this equipment's brand new, and this project's just now getting off the ground. I figured it was a good quiet spot for me to come and record this vlogger. So as you can see here, you know, you've got some of your CrossFit sort of equipment for cardio. You've got all the racks set up for doing squats and pull-ups and all that kind of good stuff. Got plenty of barbells, kettlebells, medicine balls. You got some of your strongman equipment over here. You've got your Rogue boxes. And you got a little outside area for doing your farmer's carries and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. You got additional pull-ups out here as well. So, but the reason I've actually come to you today is to talk about cutting. So, as you know, I've been bulking for the last 90 days, and it's time for me to start a cut. People are like, well, why don't you just cut for 6 months and then, or bulk for 6 months and then cut? Why are you cutting in between? There's a lot of reasons that bodybuilders use what we call these like little mini cuts. So what it is, first of all, is that you build up insulin resistance when you eat in a surplus for quite a long time. Your body gets used having a tough time digesting everything, and the food will just keep increasing and increasing. Plus your body fat slowly comes up. It's not at a fast rate, but I am a little bit less lean than I was from my last show. So after a little bit of building up, I built up some muscle, I built up a little bit of fat as well. This will give me the opportunity to like cut the fat down, pull the veil back, as you could say, and kind of see where I've added muscle tissue at and where I could still use to add a little bit. You know, some of my goals for this off season have been to like grow my back. You know, I already had a big back, but to kind of get some more detail in there. I've continued to push my shoulders, even though that was definitely not a weak point. Since it already was a strong point, let's go ahead and accentuate it some more. I've worked on my quads, and also was tasked with working on my triceps and my hamstrings. My quads have come a pretty good ways. My triceps definitely, my back exceptionally. So this next 90-day bulk that I start after this cut, I'll be focused once again on hamstrings and a little bit on the quads as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm trying to grow everywhere, but you know, these are what I'll say are my weakest body parts and need the most work to come up. So anyway, back to the cut. So I recommend between 1 and 2% body fat drop per week at the absolute most. I'm actually going a little bit harder than that to begin with because this is a shortcut, so I'm just going at it really hard. I went from about 4,900 calories down to 2,900, and then I've added in some cardio. So at the moment, right now, I'm in about a 2,500 calorie a day deficit, which translates to, you know, in the neighborhood of 5 pounds a week. Which that is, I guess that is about a 2% per week deficit, which is very strong, which is very hard. At the moment, I still feel good. Energy's up. My carbs are still in the neighborhood of 300 per day. So my glycogen stores are fine. I'm just now ramping up the cardio. Normally I like to go real hard on the cardio. I'm still nursing a hamstring injury, so my favorite modality of cardio, which is the Arc Trainer, I haven't been able to do the climb feature because it's really hard on my hamstring, and it kind of like brought that ache back. So at the moment, I've cut it down from, you know, where I would normally do an hour, I'm doing 30 minutes, and I'm doing it on the bike. I will be trying to do Arc Trainer this coming week without the climb feature, just to see how it feels. The scale hasn't moved a whole lot for me yet. You know, I'm only 4 or 5 days in, but the weight belt's already fitting differently. So, you know, and I'm getting comments from people that know me that ask me, am I getting leaner without me even telling them that I'm cutting? So, you know, the visual is coming along. With me, I drink so much water. A lot of time we get hung up on what the scale says. but pictures and measurements, you know, tell a lot of the story where the scale doesn't. You got to remember that when you're drinking 1 gallon to 2.5 gallons of water a day, your water can fluctuate quite a bit. And then when you're still eating between 3,000 plus calories a day, you know, the amount of food in your GI tract can really and truly like change your weight. My weight can vary up to 10 pounds in a single day just due to like water and food intake. So although I weigh myself at the same time every morning, it can vary as well. And I can suddenly have drops where I've been weighing the same thing and then it'll drop 5 pounds and I'll stay there. And then it'll go back up 3 or 4 pounds. So, you know, you can't be as hung up on the scale as you are as just sticking with the program and knowing, you know, I track my food so closely, I know I'm in a deficit. It's an absolute fact. I weigh my food every day. I plan everything out. I eat the same foods because I know what digests well. So I'm confident that I am burning body fat. So what I recommend, you know, people are like, well, you know, what's the best cardio to do? What's the best diet? And the answer to that is always the same. The one that you'll adhere to. You know, if you could lose, you know, all the weight you wanted eating broccoli, but it makes you gag, probably not gonna be the best diet for you. The best diet for you is the one that you'll adhere to. The best mode of cardio is the one that you'll do. If you hate the bicycle, that's not gonna be a good mode of cardio for you. But people think when you say cardio, they think, oh man, I don't like to run. You don't have to run. You know, for me, the cardio that I am able to recover from and burn the most calories on is the arc trainer. Second behind that is incline walking. People overlook incline walking. If you set that thing to the highest incline and then just walk as fast as you can while still walking, I'm not talking about running or jogging even, you would be amazed at the number of calories you can burn just walking, you know? And then, you know, they're like, man, how do you do an hour a day? I didn't do it by just jumping on there and doing an hour. I did it by jumping on there and doing 14 minutes, 18 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you can do. You start there. And if I could do 18 minutes today, I could do 19 tomorrow. And if I could do 19 tomorrow, then I could probably do 20 the next day. And you just slowly add up, and next thing you look back and you're like, you're doing, you know, 4 or 5 times what you started at. So just do something today and then see if you can do a little bit better tomorrow. And then once some time passes, you'd be amazed at the weight you've lost, at the strength you gained, you know, at the changes you can make in yourself. Just remember that we get better together. And that's what this channel is all about, is that, you know, I want to be my best. And by doing that, I want to share the belief and the knowledge that you can be your best as well too. All right, so if you like the video, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. And remember, we get better together, and you can't outbeast the monster. Love you guys.